Good morning, everyone. I'm Dewey, and I sort of consider myself an old-fashioned patriotic American. And I've worn this particular 4th of July costume for nearly 30 years, every 4th of July. My Tech Talk topic for today is live TV streaming services, part 1. My Tech Talk 2 weeks ago today was largely based on a CNET.com article entitled Best Streaming Devices in 2021. If you missed it and would like to know more about different devices, you can go back and watch my Tech Talk in episode 65. This week, I'll focus on the best live TV streaming services based on information from another article at CNET.com. Before going on, I think we do need to understand what we mean when I say live TV streaming service. Live TV streaming services are similar to cable and satellite TV services in that they both typically offer a lineup of cable-type channels, along with local networks, independent TV stations, free movie channels, etc., at a fixed monthly cost. Live TV streaming services also include a channel guide and a DVR function for time shift recording. These factors differentiate live TV streaming from on-demand TV streaming services, which would be like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and so forth. The reason that live TV streaming is fee-based is because these services need to pay for most of the channels they carry. You have to pay them. An exception is shopping channels, which typically pay a TV service to be carried. For what it's worth, you're not likely to see shopping channels in the various live TV streaming service channel lineups. However, for whatever reason, you likely will find these shopping channels in most cable and satellite TV lineups. Go figure, I don't know why. I'd like to argue that really there is no such thing as a best live TV streaming service, or for that matter, a best streaming device. Best is what each of us prefer and works best for us in our particular individual situations. By the way, streamers typically find that DVRing to the cloud is incredibly easy in most live TV streaming services, thus allowing you to watch what you'd like to watch and when you'd like to watch it. It's great convenience. A free trial, typically for a week, is a great way to learn about a particular service. Joe Fedewa at howtogeek.com advises that when you sign up, you should also try to arrange future cancellation of the free trial, assuming that you might cancel. If you're not careful, he advises, you could quickly end up paying full price for a subscription. Now, I strongly advise that when you begin a free trial, you should take copious notes of every action you take, and of course, save them. Another method is to do a screenshot of every action, annotating as needed. Each of the live TV streaming services reviewed allows fast forwarding through commercials of pre-recorded material, obviously pre-recorded. It has an available cloud DVR, allows 2 or more TVs to stream simultaneously, and offers some or all of the typical local network channels, like from ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox Network. Only one streaming service, YouTube TV, also offers 1 or more PBS TV local channels. I'll sharpen the focus further on information about each of the 5 services mentioned in this CNET.com article. And I'll be including other information as well from my own experiences. For $65 a month, a YouTube TV subscription provides access to more than 85 popular broadcast and cable satellite TV channels, more top channels than any competitor at this price point. It also has the best cloud DVR, including unlimited storage for up to 90 days. In addition to carrying most of the familiar TV channels, it has an abundance of live sports, including NBA and MLB, plus local and national news. Top channels missing from YouTube TV are A&E, Hallmark, History, channel, and lifetime. Its home screen is essentially uncluttered. I took this photo of my own home screen. YouTube TV is available to 95.5% of the population in the US. It allows family member accounts and simultaneous streaming devices on 3 TVs, and it's extremely easy to set up a particular program for regular DVRing to the cloud. Presently, there's no 4K video content on YouTube TV. On July 1st, YouTube TV announced their 4K Plus upgrade for an additional $20 a month. By the way, you can get a $10 a month free trial that lasts for up to a year. And there's a deadline I'm getting. I don't remember what it is. This upgrade will allow access to watch major sports in 4K plus other 4K content from networks like NBC and ESPN. Later this year, sports like college football and basketball will also feature 4K. Perhaps I'll bring you more information on this complicated subject at another time. Despite similarity in their names, Google-owned YouTube TV is totally separate and different from their streaming video channel, YouTube. I think most of you know that, but just a reminder. YouTube TV's direct competitor at the same price point is Hulu plus Live TV. CNET.com rates Hulu plus Live TV as the best on-demand service. You may recall that a few minutes ago, I differentiated between live TV streaming services, which have a channel guide and DVR function, and on-demand TV streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, etc., which do not. Well, Hulu plus Live endeavors to do both. Aside from its live TV streaming, it has a complex on-demand streaming side that could take an entire presentation to explain. It's pretty complex. Hulu plus Live TV's channel lineup has 70 plus channels and offers local network broadcast TV channels, though not PBS. It allows streaming on 2 TVs simultaneously and 250 hours of DVR recording to Hulu's cloud. Fast forwarding through commercials in its cloud DVR recordings isn't included and costs an additional $10 a month. Aside from its live TV streaming service, Hulu offers some movies, but is better known for its old TV shows. Many, many different ones offered. Top channels not available on Hulu include AMC, BBC America, MLB Network, NBA TV, NFL Network, and NFL Red Zone. Its home screen is somewhat more cluttered than YouTube TV. Here's a sample screen, and I took that on my TV. Despite some negatives, Hulu plus Live TV continues to be popular. Several years ago, I introduced a close friend to live TV streaming and YouTube TV. She did further study. She was really excited at first. She did further study and then ended up choosing Hulu plus Live TV instead because of its on-demand content. Go figure. I tried. I have quite a bit more to go in finishing this review of live TV streaming services, so I'll stop now and I'll conclude it next week. Well, thanks for watching. Stay safe. And I'm going to stick with this one. Okay? Bye now.
Hey, it's Ron Brown with Tech for Seniors. You know, I live in Comox, British Columbia, and I'm out for a bike ride on my e-bike. Now, we started at my house, as you see with the circle there, and we're going to come down Hawkins Road, and we're going to come down across over Goose Spit. And as we drive along, we'll come out to HNCS Quadra. Quadra is the cadet base for Canada. All the cadets across Canada come out to Quadra to do their training. And you know, we're going to have a nice bike ride. You're going to see us coming along as we go across the Spit towards Quadra and then turn around and go back up this big hill. But I am so glad I have an e-bike. And you know, what is so nice about this is I'm listening to Ray's music. All those great music clips that he plays on our show, I'm listening to them as I cycle along. And you too could be able to listen to them if you subscribe to our newsletter. Yes, the Tech for Senior newsletter. Let me show you how to do this in the links below. In Tuesday's newsletter, this is Ray's segment. If you look closer, you'll see at the bottom here it says, click this link for over 50 songs. Well, they're going to add, as Ray continues on adding songs, this list is going to get bigger. So when we click that link, watch what happens. And this is on a Windows 10 PC. So when we click the link, it's going to bring us to, here's the list. Here's all 50 songs, all there for you to enjoy and play. So how are we going to save these? So as we come up, we're simply going to bookmark this link. You see, I'm going to click the little star there, add bookmark. And it says Ray's music list. That's all you have to do. And we're going to save it to our bookmark bar. And then we're going to come back, and here it is. Click that, and you will be able to listen to all Ray's great music. That's wonderful. So you only have to click the link once and set up the bookmark, and we'll add all the songs for you. So as I'm riding my bike, we're getting closer to the entrance to the Naval Cadet Camp, which of course we can't go in, and we're going to have to turn around and come back out. But I don't mind, because I'm listening to Willie Nelson and all those great tunes that you could too. But you'll find the link in our newsletter, our Tuesday newsletter. How am I doing it? I don't have my Windows 10 PC with me. Well, I'm streaming the music off my phone. Let's see what it looks like streaming the music on your phone. Whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you can get the music as well. Here's the entrance to HMCS Quadra. I got to slow down a little bit. This is a big bike and I got to turn it around. So I'm a little bit wobbly on my turns, but I think we can do it if I just squeak here. Let's see here. We'll do a bit of a turn. Yikes. Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? I did. And here we are going back. Let's look at the Android version of YouTube. All right, now I'm listening to this streaming the music on my cell phone. So here is YouTube on my cell phone. When I open my YouTube application, here is Ray's music list. And then here's all the great songs, again, by Willie Nelson, and all the songs that Ray has for us, all streaming live to my phone. So by saving the playlist, you will have over 3 hours of continuous entertainment. And we'll be keeping it updated as Ray adds new songs. Wow. Well, let me just listen to some music as I finish my bike ride.
Devices. For this presentation and others about Facebook, I'll be using the account of my fictitious friend, Carl. In a recent video, I did mention that if you wanted to see those postings of your friends that you have not been seeing, one way to do it is to do it in chronological order on your timeline. And in order to see your timeline in chronological order, you have to go down over to see More, and then scroll down and then find Most Recent. When you click that, it then puts all of your timeline in chronological order, except for the ads that it sticks in there. But that's how you can get to see a lot of the postings from your friends that you don't normally see. You don't have to copy and paste from somebody else's timeline to yours to have them show up, just do it in the most recent order or go to your friend's timeline and look at it. In order to see if you are using the most recent, just look here. Because if you go back to the top posts, what you're going to see is what Facebook wants you to see, not what your friends are posting. And again, you go to the most recent, it changes it here. There is no way to make that the default. So each time you log into Facebook, if you want to see your most recent posts and your friend's most recent posts, you do have to click on it on the left. In order to look at your settings, you come up here to the upper right and go to your account. Come down here to Settings and Privacy. You click on it, you will get a menu: Settings, Privacy Checkup, Privacy Shortcuts, Activity Log, Newsfeed Preferences, and Language. We will look at these in various videos, but today we're going to look at some settings. The first setting you come to is your general settings, where your username, contact information, account contact, some memorialization settings, and identity confirmation. Memorial settings decide what happens to your account after you pass away. When you click the edit to that, you will see you can have your legacy contact. Choose someone to look after your account after you pass away. And this is what they'll be able to do. And you choose a friend and add them to that list. We'll let your legacy contact know that you chose them. They won't be notified again until your account is memorialized. If you don't want a Facebook account after you pass away, you can request to have your account permanently deleted instead of choosing a legacy contact. And you would then request that your account be deleted after you pass away by clicking here. I'm not going to do that, but that's what you would do. That's something you really need to think about, especially if you're a senior. The next item is just security and login. Under security and login, you have recommended check your important security settings. You can view them. This page is asking you to go to a different page. Let's do that. And this tells you how to keep your account secure. Your password is okay. Turn on two-factor authentication and turn on login alerts. And when you continue, it goes through a series of questions to set up your security. I'm not going to continue. You can follow the screens. The next item under security and login is where you're logged in. What this does is show you all of the logins to Facebook. And if you look here, you'll see that I have several. I would look at these and check to see if they're all me. These all happen to be, but if not, you can log that session out by just clicking over here. Or you can tell it to log out of all of the sessions. And so someone would have to log back in and have the password in order to do that. We're going to talk about changing that password in the next section. In the login section, you can change your password. It's a good idea to use a strong password that you're not using anywhere else. So let's take a look how we can do that. Your current password would be there, and then you would put your new password or retype it to make sure that you've got it correct. Then save the changes. I would periodically change your password anyway, just to make sure that no one has access to it. The next item is save your login info. We open that. It will only be saved on the browsers and devices that you choose. The next time you log in on this browser, just click the profile picture instead of typing the password. You can save your login information so you won't need to enter your password the next time you log in on this browser on this computer. Using two-factor authentication is a wise idea. If you want to use it, they'll ask for a code if they notice an attempted login from an unrecognized device or a browser. To turn that on, you would go to Edit And there are different ways that you can have two-factor authentication. One is using some kind of an authentication app. The second one would be using a security key, which you could purchase. The third method would be sending you a text message with some type of a code. That's the way most of us do two-factor authentication, is with a text message. The next item under two-factor authentication is authorized login. Review a list of devices where you won't have to use a login code. Let's take a look. I don't have any registered devices, but I could remove them if I did. App passwords. You can add special passwords to log into your apps instead of using your Facebook password or login codes. There is a place where you can learn more about app passwords. You would save the changes. Setting up extra security. Get alerts about unrecognized logins. Facebook will let you know if anyone logs in from a device or browser you don't usually use. And you can get notifications or don't get them. You can get them through Messenger or through email. Remember to save your changes. The next section is to choose 3 to 5 friends to contact if you get locked out. This is a good, not only security, but also safety, that if you should get locked out of your Facebook account, you can use trusted contacts that would be sent a code and URL from Facebook to help you log back in. You can choose your friends and mark them down as trusted people that Facebook can send a code to, give that code to you so you can log back into your account. The last section is called Advanced. Most of you won't be going into those settings. There's an encrypted notification email and recover external accounts. But the third one I would like to just cover with you, see recent emails from Facebook. If you go to view that, you're going to actually leave the page and we're going to say, okay, let's do that. And it will give us a list of recent emails about security. And it shows that on April 6, 2021, the Facebook password was changed for this account. There was another email back in 2018. This account has not received a lot of emails about security, but should you have any, this would be the place to look for. Any other emails? That gets us through the security and login section. Facebook tips, part 2, settings and security. I'm Hewie Poplock. Thanks for joining us.